Hello, people. I'm Jaby KOAY, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
What's up?
We are talking about Pathaan. This is our non-spoiler review of Pathaan. They kept saying his name like that the entire film. Or maybe there's an H in there that I couldn't hear. Pathaan. But because I kept saying Pathaan.
Yeah.
Like the word pathetic.
Like
Pathaan.
a noob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like a pathetic individual. But anyway, this is a non-spoiler review. Super non-spoiler. Very, very chill. Not going to be hyper edited because it's very late over here. So we're just trying to get this review out to you guys. Because I know that you probably want to hear our thoughts about it. Well, ACHARA, let's have a quick summary of the film before we talk about our feelings.
A summary of the film?
Yeah, just a quick one-liner. Yeah, come on.
Okay.
Like something to help, people be guided into this so they
Shah
have
Rukh Khan
Yeah.
has been away for a while. And he wanted to make a comeback.
Yes, a strong one.
And he wanted to make a strong one. And he wanted to make it bombastic. And he succeeded in this bombastic, huge, over-the-top action movie, bringing us all of the amazing things that we love about Shah Rukh Khan, all of the Shah Rukh Khanisms, and supported by an amazing cast. Everyone did really well.
This is a very, very strange one-liner. I'm asking you for a synopsis of the film, and you keep saying. I thought you were describing the opening of the movie at first, and then you just kept going. I'm like, oh no, this is her review.
No, this is my review. I've been thinking about it for a long time. I wanted to say bombastic, and I said it. So there we go. It was bombastic.
Okay.
It's a bombastic movie made better by Shah Rukh Khan.
Yes.
Yes. And
we got to see with a packed house, by the way.
Yeah, that was fun. I had so much fun. Like, this has been my dream to kind of go to a first night showing of an Indian film and kind of feel the vibe Indian style. And this was the first time that I've been to an Indian screening over here in LA and had it pretty much be a packed house.
I think this is still maybe like 1/20th of the experience that you'd get in India.
Yeah, I mean, people were screaming and cheering. Like, when Shah Rukh Khan popped up on the screen and everybody was like, ah! Woo!
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's why they do the hero shot. It makes so much sense now. When you watch it in a packed house and the wind is in his hair and, a part of my brain is going, where's it coming from? But then the other part's going, that looks cool. Yeah.
While I was watching this, I kept thinking, how am I going to tell Sintel to watch this film? How am I going to tell Steph Sabra to watch this movie? Assuming that they watch it together, because I thought that they'd be a good duo for this particular movie. My thought was, don't ask questions.
Yeah.
Just keep up.
Just go with it.
And have fun.
Have fun.
Keep up and have fun. Those are the two thoughts that kept popping up into my mind. Don't ask questions, keep up, have fun. Because the thing is, it's like you said, it's very bombastic, very over the top. It's full DGAF mode about, logic. It just keeps moving forward. It's like Mission Impossible, James Bond, Fast and Furious, XXX, all the things combined. It's like, if the producer's asking Shah Rukh Khan, like, okay, so which American franchise did you want to imitate?
Yes.
Exactly. So, just go balls to the wall insane, and everything is becoming this Marvel Cinematic Universe thing.
Yeah.
So you have an extended universe I'm sure you guys have heard about it. There's an extended universe that's sort of tied to this. It's
the
all
spy universe,
together.
yeah.
Spy universe. And so that was pretty cool. I mean, they gave some references in there, and that was fun to hear. And so, the action actually, for me, one of the things I always wonder about is how the action's going to be done in an Indian film when I see the trailer, because often the trailer will sell me, and then I'll get to the movie and I'm like, oh, that's really overly edited, over the top. I can't keep up with what's going on. This was one of the few instances where the movie met up with the trailer's promises, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
There was a lot of instances in here where I was like, yo, this is really good fight choreography.
Good. Yeah.
Very well shot. All very, well put together. It made me quite curious about who was behind the fight scenes, because it was one of the few instances where I was like, yo, this is something where I can go to my friends over here who work in the stunt industry and be like, yo, check this out. This is really cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shah Rukh Khan had some really dope fights. I know there was one you complained about. I think we're allowed to say there was a sequence where Shah Rukh Khan and John Abraham are facing off on top of a vehicle, and that was one of your lesser favorite
that wasn't my favorite sequence.
But I still enjoyed it because they varied the choreography one fight to the next. Like there was like there was like three major fights in the film that I can think of off the top of my head. Like there's a lot of action, but there's three like really standout fight scenes.
Yeah.
And that was one of them, just because of the scale of it and like the ambition of it.
Yeah.
And if you look at all three of those fight scenes, maybe there's four, but maybe if you look at all of them, they all feel different, and that is great. They don't all feel very samey. They all feel like they each have their own character and thought process and design, and it's a lot of it is based on your environment and whatnot. And there's a lot of ingenuity in the fight, like in stuff that I'm generally used to seeing either in like super high level American stuff like Marvel, like Shang-Chi or something like that.
Or like John Wick.
Or John Wick, exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's what I consider high level, or The Matrix, or Hong Kong cinema, right?
Yeah.
But here we're actually getting it in Indian cinema, and that has me excited because like the only other film I can think of where you might see something like this is the John Abraham film, Rocky Handsome, or in RRR, you know, stuff like that, where it's like the fight scenes are actually quite good.
Yeah.
I mean, I put together the best of what I could, you know, for the Indians Kick-Ass music video. But sometimes it's like, okay, I just wish. There's like a lot of moments where I am saying to myself, I just wish they just, you know what I mean? Here, there was a lot of instances where I was like, yo, oh my God, this is so good. I was so happy. Like there was a train sequence where I was just blown away.
Yeah, the train sequence was so good.
Yeah, like I'm obviously not going to tell you what happens, but like the train sequence was the first half of it, I should say, was one of my favorite sequences in the entire film. The way that was put together. I thought Shah Rukh Khan did a fantastic job. They did a very excellent job with blending between Shah Rukh Khan and whoever his stunt double is, who did a fantastic job. Whoever his stunt double, like the people involved in making his stunt double look like him did a great job, because it looked just like him whenever he was doing flips and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, it's like if I didn't know any better, I would have thought it was him.
Yeah, no, because a part of my brain was just like, oh wow, Shah Rukh Khan really trained very hard for this. You know, like from just like the somersaults to the flips. I bought it. Now he probably did his own somersaults, but
I don't know.
Flips,
maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. I will say that for me, the action was definitely standout in this movie.
Yeah.
It was so much fun, so cool. I kind of wish that the story was at that level, you know? Just because in the middle of the movie, I kind of felt it sag a little bit, just with like all the exposition and stuff like that, and a lot of the flashbacks and whatnot, but I think it was saved just by the pure talent of the actors involved. Because anytime Shah Rukh Khan was on the screen, and maybe this is unfair just because, you know, he's a superstar and we know him, we love him, he's magnetic and he's got so much charisma, but every time he was on the screen I was just like, I love it. But then also,
hold on, can I comment on that real quick?
Yeah.
What you just said? So it's very interesting that for this being such an over-the-top film, this has the least over-the-top Shah Rukh Khan acting.
Yeah, agree.
Like his acting was actually on point the entire film.
So good.
I was like, who is this guy?
Shah Rukh Khan. You've been getting better with every movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was very amazingly grounded. It was a very grounded performance.
I loved it.
Yeah.
And also, I thought that John Abraham was such a good villain. I really enjoyed watching him come on the screen all the time. I was like, I love to hate you. Also, you look great.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Oh, no, you weren't into it?
No, I was. It's just that there was some instances where I was just like, yo, I mean, it's just pretty...
It's sometimes, you know, it veered on the edge of like mustache twirling villain, but I liked it.
It just got to be a bit much sometimes, especially towards the last section of the movie. It just got to be a bit much.
Fair.
But like up to then, I was digging it.
He was fun as a villain, just because he was so formidable. You know, for a long time, it just seemed like how is he even gonna beat this guy? Because they go toe to toe together, and they're both equally badass.
Well, that's the great thing about this movie is the setup. The setup is very, very strong in this film, because it's basically saying you're taking the best of the bad and the best of the good and putting them head to head.
Yeah.
And that's a great setup.
And it's also like, actually, I can't say that. I was going to say something that might have been a spoiler, so I'm going to shoop.
Yeah, just remember that when you watch this film, you got to take logic and put it right over there.
Leave it
right
at
over
the
there.
door.
Things that might make sense to you in real life, they don't need to make sense in the movie. It just doesn't. It's like there are things I'm just like, whoa. I was just laughing. Like I was laughing at the irony of the film because some things were just so ridiculous. But you know, you're going there for the popcorn. You know.
Oh, I ate an entire tub and enjoyed it thoroughly.
It's a romp. It's an action romp. It's a lot of fun.
So much fun.
There's definitely stuff to cheer about. I mean,
yes.
Knowing what I know about my audience, you guys are gonna have a blast. You're gonna have a lot of fun. Just know that it's like Fast and Furious logic. So if you can enjoy Fast and Furious and you want something even better, because in a lot of ways it beats Fast and Furious. Like a number of the Fast and Furious films, and Fast and Furious is one of my favorite franchises because it's so ridiculous and over the top.
Yeah.
Like the way I really enjoy Fast and Furious is how I enjoyed this movie, because it's a mishmash of like Fast and Furious, Mission Impossible, James Bond, Triple X, like all those huge action films while doing excellent fight choreography. It's amazing what they were able to pull together here.
I even cried at one point. It got me.
Okay, we're going to stop this video. You guys,
what?
Thanks so much for hanging out.
I'm just saying.
I don't even want to know where that happened.
It gives you all the emotions,
I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. You
How
guys,
could you not cry?
There was just because no way.
What?
I'm leaving. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. I'm Jaby KOAY. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.